I think ultimately one of the things that's going to get more people cycling in the end is for cycling to be seen as being normal and something that anybody can do. And certainly what we try and do here in the shop when we're serving people, and I think what considerate cycling can really help to achieve, is just to make cycling be seen as something completely normal. You know, there isn't a problem with anybody being seen as a pedestrian. You know, you don't kind of have to put special clothes on to go out and be a pedestrian. And somehow cycling, certainly among some people, is still seen as being something that only lawbreakers do, or that only really sporty, fast young people do in their lycra racing through red lights. And it shouldn't be like that. You know, it should be a normal kind of activity. I think considerate cycling is really important, not just for pedestrians and other road users, of course, but also for us as cyclists. If we want to be taken seriously and be allowed to use the roads as legitimate road users, then it's only fair that we stick to the rules, and it can only improve the image of cycling and mean that we do get given more rights and mean that we have rights as genuine, legitimate road users. Years ago, when I was a student, I used to be a much worse cyclist, and I used to, cycle on the pavement sometimes. And I think I was reasonably good when I was on the road, but I used to think nothing of cycling on the pavement or where I shouldn't on footpaths. I think because I kind of assumed that because I knew I was going slowly and because I knew I was safe, that it wasn't really a problem. But then it was actually, there was a lady helping a really old woman with a stick who got quite angry with me for cycling on a wide bit of pavement, and it was, I knew that it was safe. But she said, when you've been knocked down by a bike, it's really frightening to hear that tick, tick, tick of the freewheel coming. And that kind of brought it home to me that even though I knew I was safe, she had no way of knowing that. So it's not really about whether jumping this particular red light is dangerous or cycling on that particular bit of pavement, even very slowly, is dangerous. It's kind of about the image of cycling and what that might mean to other people, to maybe frail elderly people or kids, or even just to any pedestrians and drivers. It kind of gives them ammunition to hate cyclists with. And we shouldn't give them that opportunity. We need to make cycling squeaky clean.